Welcome to today's video. This video is a continuation of my previous video. So if you haven't watched that, check out the link in the description box below. Today we're going to discuss about the white diet. Now, if you've decided to invest in teeth whitening, your dentist might ask you to go on a white diet. So let's look at the details of the white diet and how to make tooth whitening effective for you. If you have just had your teeth whitened at the dental practice, or if you have just started the whitening treatment at home, then your teeth are much more susceptible to staining than a normal tooth. So thus it's recommended that you go on a white diet for some periods of time in order to get maximum benefit from the whitening procedure. The next question is, how long should you go on the white diet for? Now, if you've had the whitening done at a dental office, it's best to follow the white diet for 3 to 5 days after the procedure. So if you've had it done today, you start the white diet today and follow it along for about 3 to 5 days. If you're using the home whitening kit, then it's advisable to follow the white diet for the entire duration of the whitening procedure. So say if your dentist has recommended whitening for 2 weeks, so it's best to follow the white diet for 2 weeks plus an additional 3 days after stopping treatment. So it'll be 2 weeks plus 3 days. Now here are a few tips for those who are carrying out the home whitening treatment. This is just to ensure that your treatment is easy to carry out. Tip number 1 is to keep your trays clean. So after each use, make sure you rinse your trays and keep them nice and clean. You don't want any sort of bacteria or fungus on your tray. Second tip is, do not eat or drink anything immediately after whitening your teeth. Especially stay away from things like coffee or tea immediately after your whitening. Give it at least an hour. You can drink water, but abstain from eating anything for at least 1 hour after whitening your teeth. The next tip is, do not use too much of whitening gel. You just need tiny amounts of gel on your tray. As a guide, some trays might have a small dimple if you look closely. All you need is just that tiny amount of gel. If you put too much of gel, then that gel might actually irritate the gums and cause even burns. The next tip is, try and keep a cotton bud handy. So whenever you place your trays, if there's any extra gel on the gums, immediately clean it with a cotton bud, and that will prevent any further irritation of the gums. Always keep toothpaste for sensitive teeth handy, because sometimes when you're whitening your teeth can become sensitive. If this is the case, stop whitening, and instead of putting whitening gel in your tray, you can put the toothpaste for sensitive teeth in your tray and place the tray in your mouth for an hour or two. And that should ease sensitivity. If that still doesn't help, then maybe you might need to contact your dentist. Quite frequently, patients come back saying that their dog chewed up the tray. So make sure that you keep your trays in a safe place, away from pets and away from small children. So let's look at what foods one needs to avoid while you're on the white diet. Stay away from coffee and tea. Now this can be a challenge for quite a few people, especially when your whitening procedure lasts for 2 weeks or more. So if that is the case, then make sure you limit yourself to 1 cup a day and try and add milk to your coffee and tea. The other thing to stay clear from is wine, both red wine as well as white wine. White wine will not stain, but it's quite acidic in nature, which can lead to sensitivity. Stay clear from fizzy drinks, fruit juices, condiments such as soy sauce, ketchup, chili sauce, etc. Dark fruits such as blackberries, blueberries, currants. Sweets, brightly colored sweets which usually stain your tongue, keep away from them, as well as chocolate. And try and keep away from curry, turmeric, chili powder, chili sauce, and spices. You can use black pepper instead to flavor your food. The other common culprit is tobacco, so make sure you do not smoke, especially while you're whitening your teeth. So we have quite a few things that we need to avoid. So what can you have instead? So make sure you drink loads of water. You can have things like milk, coconut water, cheese, pasta, fish, pepper, chicken, turkey, white onions, potatoes, white bread without the crust, bananas, plain yogurt, oats, peeled apples, grated or desiccated coconut. You can also have pears, which are again peeled. So many times you may have a doubt whether you can eat a particular food when you're on a white diet or not. So if in doubt, the best thing to do is to do the tissue paper test. Take a tissue paper, place it on the food that you're doubtful about, and if that tissue paper picks up the stain, then it's best to avoid that food. If there's no stain on the tissue paper or no change in color, then you can eat it. So here is a sample meal plan. This is just a rough guide as to what you can eat while you're on the white diet. You could take a screenshot or maybe even print it out, and this will help you plan your meals. So for breakfast, you can have something like overnight oats or porridge, but make sure you do not add any berries to it. You can add nuts such as cashew nuts or soaked and peeled almonds. For lunch, you can have creamy chicken pasta, and dinner something like coconut rice. If you fancy a snack or a dessert, then bananas or vanilla ice cream is a good choice. So here's another sample meal plan. For breakfast, you can have omelette, but for omelette, make sure you're using only the egg whites, and then you can have fruit of choice. A suggestion here is either you can use peeled apple or pear. For lunch, something like cheese sandwich or turkey sandwich. Dinner could be chicken soup or cauliflower cheese or even mac and cheese if you fancy. And for snacks, you can snack on things like raw cashew nuts, vanilla yogurt, rice crackers, etc. It's a good idea to plan all your meals well in advance before starting the whitening treatment. But make sure you do not continue the white diet for too long. Just stick to the recommended period of time because you need to resume normal diet to receive adequate nutrition. Hope you found this video useful. If you have any further queries, make sure you mention it in the comments below, or you can visit the website and post your queries there.